All right. Yes, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. All right. Welcome, 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 welcome. This is the social media management webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. If you are here and you can hear me loud and clear, go to the WhatsApp group and drop an emoji, any emoji of your choice. I'll just say we are live. Just drop a we are live in the WhatsApp group, right? Just go to the WhatsApp group and say, we are live. We are live, we are live, and we are getting started. Good evening, everyone. Lex Olowo is here and we are live. So go to the WhatsApp group and let people know that we are live. We are live, right? Most people don't know that we were going to start early. So just go to the WhatsApp group and let them know that we are live. We are live, and we are getting started. All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So go to WhatsApp and let them know that we are live. We are live, and we are getting started. Just go to WhatsApp and let them know that we are live. We are live, and we are getting started. Good evening, everyone. All right. We are live, and we're getting started. All right. Good evening, everyone. We are live, and we are getting started. All right. Welcome, 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 everyone. We are live, we are live. This is the social media management webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. And we are right here live and direct. Okay. We are live, and we are getting started. Good evening, everyone. All right. Yes. All right. We are live, and we are getting started. We are live, and we are getting started. Okay. We are live, and we are getting started. All right. We are live, and we are getting started. Okay, so we're going to start in a bit. So before we get started, just go to the, so I want to know my audience, right? I want to know my audience. Where are you joining from? Go to the comment section and introduce yourself, your name, and the city and country you are joining us from. Your name and the city and country you are joining us from. Right? My name is Lex Olowo, and I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria. So you go to the comment section, let us know your name, the city, and the country you are joining us from. Your name, the city, and country you are joining us from. Okay, welcome. We have Moses from Abuja. We have Adewale from Ogun State. We have Samson from Benin. We have Deborah from Abuja. Temitope from Ibadan. Hakim from Og. Wow. All right, Naomi from Lagos. We have Tinuke from Lokoja. Margaret from Ibadan. Dorothy from Abuja. Joseph from Gombe. Okay, we have Taiwo from Port Harcourt. Omolara from Lagos. Edna from Ebonyi, Rebecca from Ibadan, Victor from Lagos. Okay, Grace from Abuja, Lizzie from Lagos. You are welcome. You're welcome. And this is the social media management webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Right? Okay. All right. We're going to start in a bit. Just introduce yourself and let me know the city and country you're joining from. We have Daniel from Akwa Ibom. We have Miles from Calabar. Right? All right. All right. Okay, 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 okay. All right. Welcome, 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 everyone. I am gingered up. All right. We have Bosse from Lagos. We have a whole lot of amazing people all over the place. Right? My name is Lex Olowo, and I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria. And I'm super, super, super excited to have you here. All right. Welcome, 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 everyone. You are welcome. 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 All right. So we're going to get started now. And it's really, really going to be an amazing time for everyone that wants to become a social media manager, or you just want to learn social media management for one reason or the other, right? Whatever your reason is for being here, there's a whole lot you're going to learn. There's a whole lot of insights you're going to get. But quickly, how many of us here are total beginners? You have never made money as a social media manager. You have never sold online. You don't currently work as a social media manager in any capacity. This is your first introduction into the world of social media management. Go to the comment section and say, I am a beginner. Just say, I'm a beginner, right? This is your first introduction to the world of social media management, right? Just say, I am a beginner, right? Just say, I'm a beginner. Your first introduction to the world of social media management. Just say, I'm a beginner. I am a beginner. The very first time you are doing anything. Okay, wow, a lot of beginners in the house. Now, if you are already making money as a social media manager, you handle social media in one capacity or the other, go to the comment section and say SMM. Just say SMM. SMM. You are currently a social media manager in one capacity or the other. You handle some things. You are getting the moolah. You have been paid as a social media manager before, right? Go to the comments and say SMM. SMM. If what qualifies you is that you have received money for social media management, right? Go to the comment section and say SMM, right? You handle a page, you run ads, you optimize accounts, right? You grow followers, whatever you have done in the social media space, just say SMM, right? So we have two categories now. You're either an SMM or you're a total beginner, right? Quickly drop that in the comment section. Let's see. Wow, 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 wow. So many beginners in the house and a couple of SMMs, right? So many beginners in the house and a couple of SMM. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. This is really, really, really amazing, right? This is really, really amazing. This is amazing. Okay. So amazing to have all these amazing people in the house. And we are going to be learning a lot of things together, right? We're going to be learning a whole lot of things together. We're going to be learning a whole lot of things together. And this is good. Very good. All right. So now, why was I asking these questions? Whether you are a beginner or you have already been introduced to the world of SMM and there's a whole lot of things you want to learn, this webinar is for you. Now, this is for you in two categories. if you are a beginner, what you should expect in tonight's webinar is that at a point, I'm going to be asking you if this has been an eye-opening session. So my promise to you, if you stay to the end of this webinar, if you can keep this, give me this few minutes and put away any other distraction, you would know exactly how to get into the world of social media management. You will know what to do. You know how to go about it. You know about the tools, the softwares, and different things we use to get results very, very fast. At some point, I'm going to ask you if this has been an eye-opening session, right? I'm going to ask you if this has been an eye-opening session. So I promise you, it's going to be an eye-opening session where you know exactly how to navigate your way. Now, for those of you that you are already making money as a social media manager, what this webinar is going to do for you is that I'm going to be showing you how to scale. So you're already making money, right? How do you make more, right? How do you navigate your way to do even more? So if you're currently helping your company do 7 million, how do you move 7 million to 10 million using the social media management skills? I'm going to be showing you more tools, more softwares, and other interface that you can gain from. So whether you are a beginner or you are already a social media manager, you are going to gain a lot from tonight's webinar, right? So if you are here and I have your full attention, undivided, nothing is distracting you, go to the comment section and say, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'll get started, right? If I get enough, right? Just go to the comment section and say, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to get started, right? Just go to the comment section and say, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Right? I am going to share my screen and I'm going to get started. All right. All right. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice, 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 nice. All right. Okay. So welcome everyone once again. Welcome to the Social Media Management webinar hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. And I'm super excited to be here with you. So in tonight's webinar, we're just going to quickly do it in three sections, right? 3 sections. So what are the sections? The first section is going to be the conceptual section where I'm going to be explaining the concept of social media management. So in this section, I'm going to break it down step by step for you to understand what this concept is all about and how you too can understand everything about social media management. So some people call it the theory aspect, right? Now, after the conceptual side, we're going to go into the practical side. That part you don't want to miss. I'm going to be showing you tools, softwares, and backends that we use to get results in social media management very fast, right? Then after that, I'm going to take you to a question and answer section. So in that question and answer section, you can ask me any questions at all, right? Any questions you have about social media management, you can ask me once we get to that point, right? So anything you notice while we're on the journey, just write it down. When we get to the question and answer section, I'll allow you to raise your hand. You can even unmute or write in the comment section, and I'm going to answer all of your questions. All right. So if you are here with me and I have your full attention, just let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. So what are we going to be looking at today? Right. In this webinar, we will equip you with essential tools and insight needed to become proficient in social media management, right? So we're going to talk about things from content creation to content management, strategies of managing a community, building a reputation online, and helping to understand everything about social media management. All right. So who is this guy talking to you, right? My name is Lex Olowu. I'm a digital marketer. I'm a social media manager and a growth marketing expert. And what I do is I help businesses get customers using the internet. And I'm very good at it, right? So I think that I'm in a very good position. I know that I'm in a very good position to take you through this journey of social media management. And if only you would give me a couple of minutes of your time, you will see that this is going to be worth every minute you spend here. All right. So this webinar is hosted by Digital World Tech Academy, right? So the webinar is hosted by Digital World Tech Academy. So Digital World Tech Academy is a tech institute located in Lagos, Nigeria. And what we do is we train people in different tech areas. So we offer courses like data analysis, cybersecurity, digital marketing, social media management, DevOps, cloud computing, and a whole lot more, right? And this webinar is one of the ways that Digital World Tech Academy is using to make tech skills very affordable and accessible to everyone that wishes to learn, right? We first started in Nigeria. Now we're covering a whole lot of African countries like Ghana, Cameroon, Kenya, and a whole lot more. And it's indeed an amazing opportunity, and I'm excited to be the one taking tonight's webinar. All right, moving on to the main, right? Having done all the necessary introductions, right? Let us go. So moving on, let us go to the main things that we are here for, right? Okay. All right. So what is social media management? What is social media management? So social media management means handling everything that a brand, business, or person does on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Snapchat, and even YouTube, right? To promote themselves, attract new customers, and grow their audience online. Now, if this definition is too complex, the only thing you need to understand here is that everything that a brand or person does or business does to, number one, increase brand awareness, improve marketing efforts, and drive engagement to a targeted audience. Those three things you should not forget. Increase brand awareness. Are we together? Increase brand awareness. Increase brand awareness. Improve marketing efforts. Right? Improve marketing effort. And drive engagement to a targeted audience. Targeted audience in quotes. Not everyone on social media is an audience. Some people are just a waste of your time. So brands and personalities that are trying to get results from the social media space have a targeted audience in mind they are trying to reach out to. And it is the job of the social media manager to help them navigate to get to those actual people, right? So let's talk more about this as we go, right? Let's talk more about this as we go. Now, you see, the natural habitats, you see, the natural habitat of humans right now is the internet. Think about it. Almost everything now directly relates with the internet. Almost everything that we do, right? It's now directly or indirectly, almost everything that we do right now, directly or indirectly, relates with the internet. And it is important that we understand this. So there are many things that are so important, right? I'm coming. Sorry. Right? There are so many things that are so important. Think about the last time you made an important purchase. Maybe you bought a phone, you hired an expert to change the furniture in your office. You most probably began by searching the internet to learn about your best options. You went online, you saw pictures, features, and you try to educate yourself more before you made that purchase. Even if you were going to buy that product or service physically, you most probably search the internet first, right? So if somebody was going to write an exam now, most likely you're going to register for that exam online. If somebody is going to buy, what's it called now? If somebody is going to buy a flight ticket, most probably you're going to buy that flight ticket online. So the internet controls so many things that we are doing right now, which has led to a paradigm shift. You remember when you were in secondary school or primary school, you were taught that humans have different types of habitats. The natural habitat of human beings now is the internet. Many people sleep, drink, eat, work online, right? And it's almost important to take it out, right? Whoa, somebody say my voice is down. I think you should increase your volume. My sound is very, very loud, right? If you can hear me loud and clear, just say loud and clear. Okay. All right, as I was saying, right? So it is very, very important. So there's a paradigm shift. And what is this paradigm shift I'm talking about? Ever through the existence of humans, we have always had different types of media for communication. Right? We have always had what? Different types of media for communication. These different types of media has led to three major things. Are you with me? These different types of media have led to three major things. Number one, dissemination of information. Number two, entertainment. Right? Dissemination of information, entertainment, and education. Right? So one good, like dissemination of information, entertainment, and information. So any form of mass media that can be used for mass information, mass entertainment, and mass education, right? We have always had it since the evolution of humans. So we have had town criers. How many of us can remember, right? Villages would have town criers, or villages would look for a way to inform everybody and gather somewhere. But after that, there was another era, which is now even the traditional era. So we have had methods like the billboards. We have had methods like the radio, methods like television, newspapers. And all these are the what? Media outlets. 10, 15 years ago, the methods of the mainstream media is no longer as effective as they used to be. The things that were considered mainstream media 10, 15 years ago are no longer as effective as they used to be. There is a paradigm shift. The people are shifting from this mainstream media to social media. And social media now is now mainstream media. 10, 15 years ago, if a man was going to work, he's most probably going to buy a newspaper, right? If a man was going to work, right, is most probably going to buy a newspaper, right? He's going to buy a newspaper. 10, 15 years ago, people had, right? 10, 15 years ago, people had, what's it called now? People had favorite television programs. Name your favorite, name your favorite. 10, 15 years ago, people had favorite television programs. Papa Ajasco, Super Story, Fuji House of Commotion, Face to Face, right? Like 10, 15 years ago, people had television programs that they will never miss. Wherever they are, they will find a way to get there, right? I remember at the time, Super Story was always every Thursday. You don't want to miss it. A child that is 15 years now, that is 10 years now, cannot understand that. Why don't you download it? That's what they'll tell you. You're rushing to the program. Why? Why don't you download it? Why don't you stream it? Right? Why don't you archive it on your Showmax, on your Netflix? Why don't you download it in your Netflix? Why don't you put it in your Dropbox? Right? They cannot relate. Right? They cannot relate. Right? 10, 15 years ago. Right? They cannot relate. I remember at the time, the Super Story was on every Thursday, and we used to go to church on Thursdays. So you see my brothers, we're running back home on Thursday because church closed at the same time Super Story starts. So the commute between church and the house, we're running back home. We don't want to miss anything in the program, right? Because the only thing you can do if you miss is when somebody has to tell you, or you wait when they're about to start the next episode, they'll say last week or your award-winning Super Story. Right? But that's not the case anymore. There's Showmax, there's Amazon Prime. Even market women now have YouTube channels that they download movies from. Right? Now have YouTube channels that they download movies from. That's not the case anymore. Right? Now, people had favorite radio programs. We had this pocket radio. I can't remember the name. Is it Palito or something? We had the Dixman too. We had all these things, and it's fading away. Even if they still exist, the audience that they have, you can't compare that with the audience that is on TikTok or compare that with the audience that is on Instagram. So there is a paradigm shift. And if you are here right now watching me, pay attention, because I'm going to be teaching you how you can position yourself right for this paradigm shift that we are experiencing right now. There is a drastic paradigm shift that's happening. And if you are listening to me right now, you are so lucky because you now understand how to navigate these paradigm shifts. Right? So brands now understand this. Businesses now understand this, right? And these businesses that understand this, they have to find a way to keep themselves in the minds of people. They have to also move. Businesses have to also move from using radio adverts, television adverts, to using the social media space to promote their products. How many of us can remember some of those adverts on those programs? Right? There was this Ryko ad that the woman was cooking, and then the aroma just passed through the man. Okay, the man was annoyed and he was going out. As he was going out to open the door, the aroma just like this, and he went back and he arranged the table and all that. How many of us can remember that ad? How many of us can remember Indomie ad? Any of the Indomie ads? How many of us can remember Milo ads? Right? How many of us can even remember Omo ads? Right? How many of us can remember? Right? These ads built those brands. Right? These ads built those. Are we together? These ads built those brands. These ads made those brands get visibility and a whole lot. Right? Now, if you want to build those kind of brands, you need to use social media. Right? That's what we're talking about here. There is a drastic paradigm shift, and social media is in the core of that shift. Even the people reading newspaper those days, now they don't buy them anymore. Even if they do, even the newspaper companies now have websites. How many of us can remember? Tribune, This Day, Punch, Sun. Right? People will go to the newspaper stand and they'll be arguing. That argument is what is happening on Twitter comment section. The banter that's happening on Twitter. Right? So there is a drastic paradigm shift, right, that we are expressing now. And all I'm just trying to make you understand is that there is so much, right? Now let's go ahead. Since we have been able to, all right, let's go ahead. Now, there is a drastic paradigm shift. What then is the role of a social media manager? What is a social media manager expected to do? Right? What do businesses, right? Who's typing? Please, your voice. Please connect your mic if your mic is not on. My team should reach out to that, please. Right? My voice is loud. My voice is at the highest. Guys, can you hear me? If you can hear me loud and clear, just say loud and clear. All right. Increase the volume from your own device. All right, as I was saying, right, now there is a whole lot. As a social media manager, there is a whole lot you need to be able to do. So please pay attention. Number one is content management. Every social media manager is expected to manage content, right? How do you schedule the post, right? How do you schedule the post? How do you schedule the post? How do you write the script? How do you write everything about managing the content? How do you use automation? So we have some tools where if you log in those tools, you can post on all social media accounts from one place. So tools like Buffer, tools like Metricool, tools like Hootsuite, you can log in your Instagram, your Twitter, and everything on one place. And then once you make a post there, it shares it automatically to all these platforms, right? It shares it automatically to all these platforms. Another thing again is content creation. Sometimes not all companies expect a social media manager to be involved in content creation, right? Especially if it's a big company, right? They have two different teams. They have a social media management team and they have a content creation team, right? They have a social media management team and they also have a content creation team, right? But in some cases, if it's a smaller organization, they would expect, right? They would expect a whole lot of things, right? They would expect a whole lot of things to happen, right? They would expect a whole lot of things to happen, right? Another thing again, social media management is to perform research. Every social media manager is expected to perform what? To perform research, right? To perform research. It is very, very important that you are able to do research. If you don't understand your targeted audience, you can't sell to them. You can't create content for them. You can't connect with them. So you must understand the audience. You must, right? You must understand the audience and you must understand how best to connect with that audience. Performing what? Research. Now, let me give you a scenario, right? Recently, a lady reached out to us that she wanted us to help out with her social media and also navigate the penetration strategy for a particular product. Then when she started talking about the product and she said it was a skincare product, as a social media manager, when you hear skincare, you feel like that's something very easy. Skincare, very easy. But then when she started talking, she now said that the skincare she's talking about was anti-aging skincare. And then we had to do research to come up with the best audience for her anti-aging skincare product. We had to come up with the best way to connect with that audience. We had to come up with the content strategy for that audience. We had to come up with the price range that that audience can afford, right? Now, let me ask you, right now, what will you think is the best demographic for an anti-aging skincare product? Of course, nothing concerns a 18-year-old girl or a 20-year-old girl with anti-aging skincare. But you drop a comment in the comment section and suggest what age brackets do you feel like for women would be the best for anti-aging skincare, right? Okay. Joshua said baby bloomers. Somebody say 40 and above. Somebody say 40, 35, 40, 40, 35, 65, 45, 50, 37, Okay. Okay. 55, 40, 35, late 30s. Would you believe, would you believe that, okay, would you believe that after our research, we discovered that it was the highest number of people for that product is between 28 and 55, right? And if you wanted to get the risk, it would be between 28 and 42. That's the highest. Would you believe that? That most ladies that have gotten to 28, they don't want to look older than that, right? They don't want to look older than that. They want, right? Like most ladies would rather want to remain at worst the way they look when they were 28, right? Would you believe that? Right? So this now made us now say, okay, we have a wide audience, right? And there is a way that we can penetrate this wide audience. So it was indeed a very sweet ride. Now coming up with content that will appeal to them, coming up with the kind of trends that would work with them and all that. So that's one very, very important part of social media management, right? Performing the right research, right? Using the right tools to do research that can give you insights, right? The next thing a social media manager is expected to do is to collaborate with other team members, right? To collaborate with other team members. As a social media manager, you are more or less like the what's it called? The public relation officer of your company, because you are relating directly with the public. You know what they want. You know the questions they are asking. You know what they are saying about your brand. You can bring that information back to your brand, and your brand improves on it, and you take back information back to the public, right? So collaboration with different departments in that brand is very important, right? So a social media manager has a whole lot to do in the area of collaboration. The next thing a social media manager is expected to do is to design and implement social media strategy, right? Design and implement social media strategy. Design and implement what? Social media strategy. So what is the strategy? Now, if you cannot do research, you cannot come up with strategy. If you cannot do research, you cannot come up with strategy. That's why performing research is very, very important. The research guides you on what kind of strategy you're going to come up with, right? How do you navigate your way to give the company a good result, right? So the next thing, so strategy, we're going in deep. Let me just scratch the surface, right? We're talking about hooks, we're talking about content plan, we're talking about so many things, right? Right? You need to understand, is the business trying to make sales? Are they trying to get emails? Are they trying to write? So there is a whole lot that you can get from that. The next one is set specific objectives and ROI report. Every business that is spending money wants to get a return on their investment, especially if they're running ads, right? They want to get a return. They want to know how much have they spent and how much have they made back, right? What is the KPI, right? The key performance indicator, right? What are the metrics we are using to calculate our success on this project? So that's one of the main jobs of the social media manager, being able to hit this target and also sending reports that reflect the progress, right, on all these things, right? Somebody's asking, please, what is ROI, right? Return on investment, right? Return on investment, right? So the next one here is to communicate. Another thing a social media manager is expected to do is to do what? Communicate and engage with followers, right? To communicate and engage with followers. communicate and engage with followers. So it's very important that you communicate with followers. Not all organizations would want you to do this because they might have somebody in-house that does just that, right? But it's one of the jobs of a social media manager. Then the next one here is to suggest and implement new features. You see, this one is very, very important. There are always new features to test, right? There are always new features to test. And one of the best ways is that if you have a social media manager that is at the forefront looking at all these things. I remember when Instagram introduced Reels, most people that jumped on the Reels immediately got a lot of visibility, a whole lot of visibility, because Instagram wanted people to use those Reels, right? So these are some of the things that a social media manager should take note of so that they can introduce them when necessary, right? The next one here is to stay updated with industry trends. Now, this is in two ways. If you have a client, you need to understand their industry, right? And then you need to stay updated with general trends. General trends. Which of these trends relate to their industry? And even if it's a general trend, how can you be creative and use that trend for their own industry as a social media manager? Especially when you are writing scripts, you're coming up with strategies and a whole lot more. So this and many more are some of the things that businesses expect a social media manager to be able to do for them. All right. Okay, so these are many more are some of the things that the businesses expect a social media manager to do for them. All right, so without wasting so much of our time, I just want to let you know that there is so much population on the social media space, right? As I'm talking to you right now, Facebook has over 3 billion active users. So this is a market, a booming market, right? More than the total number of Nigerians in the world is Facebook, right? Can you see this? Over 3 billion active users. Over 2.7 billion YouTube videos have been watched today, right? WhatsApp has over 2 billion active users, right? Instagram has over 2 billion active users. TikTok have over 1.6 billion, right? WeChat is just like WhatsApp, but it's mostly used in China and some other Asian countries, right? That's over 1 billion active users. Facebook Messenger, that many people don't even use anymore, it has about 1 billion active users, right? So what is my point of showing you all these numbers, right? What is my point of showing you all these numbers? There is a whole lot going on social media, and let us not sleep on it, right? There is so much numbers going on, and for every business that understands this, they can get a lot of results from the social media space. All right, so before we go into our practical section, quickly, give me a few minutes. Let me quickly talk about the importance of social media to businesses, right? Quickly. Let me just talk about the importance of social media to businesses, right? If you are still here with me and you are learning, just go to the comment section and say, I'm catching it. I'm catching it, right? Right? Just go to the comment section and say, I am catching it. I am catching it. You're still here with me. Your attention is not divided and you're learning. Just go to the comment section and say, I'm catching it. I'm catching it. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. So let's quickly talk about the importance of social media management. We're going to go to the practical section very soon. Number one, increase brand exposure. This one, everybody knows one person or the other that blew up from social media, that nobody knew about him before. They just, either an individual or a business that just came out from nowhere and blew up on social media, right? How many of us know this guy that was selling fish pie, and before you know it, everybody started using that trending sound. Everybody started saying fish pie. And before you know it, a co-hotel called him, gave him a contract. Before you know it, this person, exposure. right? Social media has boosted so many people's brand exposure, and from nowhere, they are getting massive visibility. That's one big thing that the social media space is doing right now, right? That's one very big thing that the social media space is doing right now, right? Another thing, apart from that, apart from the increasing brand exposure, right, is the fact that it has improved customer experience. Now, you see businesses on social media, it's as if you and them relate, right? Because you have seen them so many times, right? Now, some of this, it's like you have so many touch points and you trust the business. So many people that work into Digital World Tech Academy, especially our physical location, they have seen us on TikTok, they have seen us on Instagram, and they are like, oh, wow, okay, I love what you're doing. And then they finally make a call and come and do one course or the other, right? Why? Because of social media, right? I have clients where their audience understand them so much. They know your linguas, they know your gestures, they know the things you always say. Why? They have been watching you, they have been following you on social media. So it has built trust for brands, right? It has built trust for brands, and there is a whole lot that the social media space has been able to help brands achieve, right? The next one, apart from this, is to increase footfall. Now, if you have a website, right? If you have a website and you have what's it called? You have a website or you have a landing page, the social media space can help you increase the number of visitors you get on your website. Now, if you have a website, you get only 10 people, 15 people to visit. The social media space can boost that to thousands and even millions, right? And that's one very big importance of social media to us as businesses, right? Another one, quickly, right? Another one, I'm coming, is cost-effective marketing. I'm going to dwell here for a minute. I used to work in a, what's it called? I used to work in a agency, right? A marketing agency, and it was a 360 marketing agency. So when I say 360 marketing agency, it's an agency that did everything around ads. So they did like billboards, they did big billboards, they did radio adverts, television, all those stuff, right? And I was working in the digital marketing and social media department. Now, when I looked at everything that all this other, that the brand was doing, I just know that ours was just the best. Like, it was just the best. It was just the best, right? There is a whole lot, right? There's a whole lot. Ours was just the best. Because when you look at it, you just see that people it is so easy to use the social media space and get results faster. Do you know how much it costs to put up a billboard on a major road in Lagos, Nigeria? It will cost you around 2.6 million naira every month. Do you know what 2.6 million naira will do for me if I run Instagram and Facebook ads? Do you know how many leads I will be able to generate? Cost-effective marketing. If not for social media, some of us will never be business owners today. If not for social media, what will your 10K, your 20K do for you in marketing? Do you know how much to do a 15 minutes radio ad? Cost-effective marketing. Some of us are not even spending any money. We just learn how to create content and optimize it and show up regularly, right? And show up regularly, and that's how we make name on social media. So cost-effective marketing is one of the biggest things that this has done for us, right? Cost-effective, it's one of the biggest things that this has done for us, and it is helping a whole lot of people, right? A whole lot of people. Cost-effective marketing. cost-effective marketing. The next one, ability to reach more people. Ability to reach what? More people. I have a client that has a physical store on the island, on Lagos Island, and she also sells on Instagram and TikTok. She's thinking of closing her physical store because she pays rent, she buys fuel, she pays her staff, yet she's making more sales from Instagram and TikTok. She makes 20 times the amount of sales she makes in her physical location on Instagram and TikTok. And she spends less. Right? Ability to reach more people. Look at me, small me like this now. Because of the social media space, I have clients in over 17 countries from organic content. Right? From organic content. Like let me explain. I used to pride myself as one of the best when it comes to running ads. I am very, very good at paid ads, right? But about a year ago, like I think a year or 2 years ago, I started focusing on organic content, like using Facebook, Instagram, using TikTok, using YouTube to create faceless videos and some other stuff. And this effort has given me clients from different countries, right? Like 2 weeks ago, I was talking to somebody from Egypt. I didn't even know that they can speak English in Egypt. Right? How amazing is that? Ability to reach more people. Right? We're live right now in this webinar. People are joining from Cameroon, from Kenya. How sweet is that? Right? And that's one of the biggest things that the social media space is doing for us or has done for us. Right? Now, quickly, before we go to the practical section, what are some of the things you need to learn as a social media manager that makes you stand out? Yes, many people are calling themselves social media manager, but what is the thing that you would learn and be good at that would show you, that will make you show yourself approved, right? That will make you show yourself approved, right? What are some of the things that you will learn, right? Now, the first one is, guys, if you can hear me loud and clear, I'm double checking my sound. If you can hear me loud and clear, just say loud and clear, please. There's no point me teaching if you are not catching it. If you can hear me loud and clear, just say loud and clear, please. So I go ahead. All right. Are we together? All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So, what are the most important things you need to learn, right? Number one, market research. You need to learn market research. You need to understand how the market actually works, right? Number two, you need to learn branding. Branding on social media is not just about posting, right? You need to brand, right? Branding. What are the culture you are trying to bring? What are the things you are trying to communicate? What are the feelings you are trying to pass out? The next one, you need to learn content creation. Content creation. The next one, you need to learn scheduling content and posting content, right? Then the next one, you need to learn how to run ads, right? You need to learn how to do what? How to run very good ads. Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, right? Then you need to learn how to grow social media accounts. How to grow social media accounts, right? These are some of the core skills that every social media manager should have, right? So, with that being said, let us talk about tools. And this will bring us into our practical section, right? Let's talk about some of the tools for social media management, right? Some of the tools for social media management. Okay, I wanted to talk about branding, but time will not permit us, right? But branding practically is, we'll talk about this some other time, right? Branding is practically how to package oneself. We have three types of branding. right? We have three types of branding and we have professional, we have the products branding, corporate branding, and personal branding. Product branding, corporate branding, and personal branding, right? So, and this is an example of a personal brand, So this guy has branded himself, and you can recognize him for what he stands for. His communication, his linguals, his skills, his facial expression, his slogans. All these things were not a mistake. You see him always wearing blue, and this is not a mistake. It's a branding thing. You see him always saying something huge. Eyes the family is not a mistake. It's a very well thought concept to create a personal brand for him, right? So another example is Nike. You see Nike, that's a very good example of a corporate brand, right? Just do it. They associate themselves with high performance, right? And there is a logic behind it, trying to position themselves to attract talent, employees, and stand out from their competitors as people that stand for what? High performance, right? That's corporate branding, right? Then we also have product branding. Apple has done this very well, that they have been able to build a loyal base of customers. You too can build a loyal base of followers on social media, right? A loyal base of customers that every single time a new iPhone is released, it is sold out. It is sold out at the day of launch, right? Why? Because of branding, right? So you see iPhone users, they feel like they are different. They feel like they are better. They feel like they belong to this psychological class that's above some other people using other phones. And this is because of good advertising, messaging, and branding, right? So with that being said, let us look at tools. So in social media management, we have so many tools, so many tools that we use to do a whole lot of stuff, right? So many tools. We have tools for social media management. Then we have tools for analytics. We have tools for content creation. We have tools for scheduling, right? So with that being said, let us go into the practical section where I'm going to be showing you these tools and how they work. If you are here with me and you are ready for practicals, I'm always excited for practicals. If you are here with me and you're excited why I show you this, just go to the comment section and say, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. That's part of my own personal brand. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Okay. Nice. Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to be talking about a whole lot of amazing things in the practical section, right? And we're going to be talking about tools, softwares, and so many things you can use to get results in social media management. So first of all, let's talk about tools for research. Tools for research. Now, I told you that one of the major parts of a social media manager's job is to perform research, right? One of the major parts of a social media manager's job is to do what? Is to perform research. And we perform all kinds of research, right? So what are the best tools you can use for research, right? What are the best tools you can use for research? The first one I'm going to be talking about is a tool called Exploding Topics. Exploding Topics. Exploding Topics, right? The first tool I'm going to be talking about is what? Is a tool called Exploding Topics. And this tool is best used for research. So with the power of Exploding Topics, you get to know what people are actually looking for, what people are actually searching for, the kind of content they want to engage in, right? The kind of content they want to engage in, right? And how it can be used, right? And how it can be used. That's the first one. So this is a web. All the tools I'm talking about, they are web tools. Some of them have apps, but they are all accessible from the internet. So you can use any device. You can use a phone, you can use a laptop, you can use a tablet. Right? That's the first one, Exploding Topics. The next one I'm going to be talking about is a tool called Social Blade. Social Blade, right? It's also a research tool, right? is also a research tool, right? It's a tool called Social Blade. Social Blade, right? Can you see it? It's a tool called Social Blade. All you just have to do is to go to socialblade.com and you're going to get access to this tool. Social Blade. Now, how do you use this tool? You need just, right, you need to be clear on what you want to do on social media. Is it for Instagram, for TikTok, for LinkedIn, for YouTube? Then that niche, what's the niche? A niche is an area, a field. That niche you want to penetrate, look for 5 people that are already doing what you want to do. There must be 5 accounts that are doing what you want to do, or people that are close to what you want to do. So look for 5 and then analyze those accounts and get your numbers. So you can analyze what? You can analyze YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and get your insight from there. So take, for example, now, we want to analyze YouTube, right? And we want to get insight. So we just look for 5 accounts that are related to what we want to do and do a detailed research on those accounts. Take, for example, now, Digital World. Right, Digital World Tech Academy, right? That's our institute, right? Oh, I wrote that twice. I'm coming. Why is this? Okay, so for example, now we analyze Digital World Tech Academy, right? That's our institute, right? Now, look at this now. We analyze Digital World Tech Academy and we scroll down. Look at this. It shows us, okay, this is the channel. We have 5,000 subscribers. Look at the number of views. Look at the number of videos and all that. Then if you scroll down, you are going to see all other insights, right? You're going to see the number of subscribers, the number of views. Now, you're going to see each video that was posted, how many views it has gotten, right? You're going to see how much money they are making from that channel. You're going to see what type of video they are using to get views, right? Are they using long videos, short videos, and all that? If you scroll down, you're going to see the range of subscribers that they're getting and all that. You're going to also see the average amount of money that niche can get on YouTube and all that. All this insight you are going to be able to see using this tool called Social Blade, right? Social Blade is an amazing tool, and all you just have to do is look for 5 accounts that are related to what you want to do, and then you do your research on them, right? Social Blade, right? That's one, right? The next one, right? The next one after Social Blade is a tool called Viral Finder. Viral Finder. Now, what does Viral Finder do? Viral Finder is a tool you can use to look for viral content. Simply following the law that if it has gone viral before, it can go viral again. So you need content ideas that have gone viral before. You are going to go to Viral Finder. All you need to access Viral Finder is a Gmail, right? And just come here and click on login with a Gmail and you get access to Viral Finder, right? Let me quickly show you. Because of time, I'm trying to be very fast because I want to show you many. I want to show you so many. Okay, let me just log in. Let me just log in. I'm coming. Let me just log in with Google. Can you see this? This is Viral Finder, and this is what it looks like, right? Now, if you scroll here now, you're going to see that there are so many things here. Now, you can go for Reels, right? And then when you go for Reels, you can see, you can even go for videos. Come here. Let's click on this one. You can even go for videos and click on videos. You can see the kind of videos that are going viral. However, Viral Finder is not free. It's not free, but it gives you trial. So you can use the trial version if you can be creating plenty emails. You can use the trial version already to get a lot of insight from different viral content and how you can get those viral content to do a whole lot of amazing things. So you can use those viral content to do a whole lot of amazing things, right? So that's Viral Finder, right? Viral Finder. The next one I'm going to be talking about after Viral Finder, right? The next one I'm going to be talking about after Viral Finder is the next one I'm going to be talking about after Viral Finder is SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb, right? The next one I'm going to be talking about after Viral Finder is what? SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb, right? SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb, right? SimilarWeb. This is an amazing tool, and you use this tool to get insight, right? You use this tool to get insight. There is a whole lot of amazing things you can do with this tool, right? You use this tool to do what? To get insight. Now, all you need to do is you can spy on your competitor if they have a website. You just come here, type your competitor's name and click on Get Insight. And then you can see everything that your competitor is doing, right? For example, now, if Jumia is my competitor, you can just go search and you can see what Jumia is doing. You can see if they are running ads, what kind of ads they are running. You can see where their clients are coming from, and so much information you can get from this tool called SimilarWeb. So the list goes on and on and on. But let me quickly show you one more. We're talking about research tools. Remember, we have different categories of tools. So we're still talking about research tools, right? Right? We're still talking about research tools. Now, let's quickly go. The list goes on and on, right? The next one here is Google Trends, right? Just go to Google and say Google Trends. Google Trends, and you click on it. Now, what does Google Trend do? Google Trends is a sweet tool you can use to know what is trending, right? It's a sweet tool you can use to know what actually is trending, what people are trying to use. So it's very similar to SimilarWeb. So if you come here now and you go to trending now, just click on trending now, you're going to see the things that are trending the most right now in Nigeria. So in Nigeria, what is trending the most right now is Nigeria versus Congo. Al Nassr. Can you see this? Not only that, you can even change the trend to your own category. So are you into vehicles? Are you into beauty, finance, climate, entertainment, food, drink, construction, education, politics, science, right? You can see what is trending in that, and you can see the average number of volume of people that are checking on it, right? Not only that, using this tool called Google Trends, you can even come here and do Explore. Under your Explore now, you can limit it to some variables. Variables like geographical location. Is it worldwide? Is it in Afghanistan, Kenya, Ghana, or where? Right? You can change it to the duration of time. Do you want to know what is trending in the last 4 hours so that you can quickly use it to create content? In the past 1 hour, so that you can quickly use it to create a post, right? Or do you want to know what is trending in a particular category, right? It is so sweet. Even platforms, web search, YouTube, and a whole lot more. You can do that from this Explore of the Google Trends, right? Another sweet thing Another sweet insight you can get from Google Trends is to do your search in year, right? Is to do your what? Search in year. Now, when you do this search in year, you can get insight on what trended the most in a particular year, right? In a particular year, right? This is a free search tool, right? Is this the only free search tool? No, most of the tools I'm talking about are free, and the ones that are not free have trial versions, right? All right, so let's go. The next one here, if you scroll down, look at this. Now you see search in year, right? And now you see in Nigeria, these are the things that trended the most in 2024, right? We had US election, we had new national anthem, national grid, minimum wage, Ibadan explosion. Personalities that trended the most, we had Bobrisky, Beta Edo, Charlie Poppy, right? Look at that. Next one, if you scroll down, look at global personalities that trended. There was Donald Trump, Kyle Sands, Kamala Harris, Tyler, Diddy, right? We had sports personalities that trended was Nico Williams, Wambali, Lenny Yoro, Kopama, right? Look at this. Losses that trended. There was Pope Jr., there was Mr. Ibu, there was Sisi Kodri, Ife right? The list goes on and on and on and on and on. You got to see some of the look at lyrics that trended. Gogechi, Oziba, right? You scroll down, look at other things that trended. Movies that trended. A Tribe Called Judah, Treasure in the Sky, Damsel. The list goes on and on, right? So Google Trends, you use it to get a lot of insight about different things that have happened in different niches. Right. So quickly, let us go now into tools for social media management. Tools for social media management, right? Tools for social media management. So what are tools for social media management? There are tools you can use to schedule posts and tools you can use to unify all your social media space in one place, right? You can use it to unify all your social media accounts in one place. So what are the tools I'm going to be talking about? The first one I'm going to talk about is let's talk about Buffer. This is my favorite tool for social media management, right? Buffer, right? This Buffer, right, is an amazing tool, and you can use this tool to unify all your social media in one place as a workspace. So you can post on Buffer, and that post automatically goes on Instagram, goes on Twitter, goes on LinkedIn, right? That's Buffer. You can even use another one called Hootsuite, right? Right? And it does the same thing as Buffer, right? And there's another one called Metricool, right? Metricool. And it does the same similar thing as Buffer, right? So these are three tools that can be used for what? Social media management. Buffer, Metricool, Hootsuite, right? Another sweet tool for social media is a tool for DM automation. And there, right? It is a very, very sweet tool. It's called ManyChat. How many of us have gone on Instagram, especially on Instagram, and they are telling you to DM a particular word? They say DM get or DM this, DM that, so that you get comment a particular word so that you get a DM, right? How many of us? They say comment the word get or comment the word access, and I'll send it to your DM, right? You see content, they say comment the word this, they make you comment a particular word and promising that they will send you a DM if you comment that word, right? That is done with the help of a tool called ManyChat. This is the tool that does that, right? It's done with this tool called ManyChat. So it's with this tool that can be done. So it's a DM automation tool. And look at this guy as he's sleeping. It's a tool that can help you make a sale even while you are sleeping, right? Even while you are sleeping, because it automates your DM and chats like you're chatting with a normal human being to get the people to the conversation of making a purchase, right? It's a DM automation tool, and it's called ManyChat. Now, quickly, let's talk about tools for content creation. Tools for content creation. Tools for content creation, right? The first, when we talk about content creation, there are three types of content. Three types, right? There are three types of content. There are three types of content. We have blog content, that's written content. Then we have videos and we have graphics, right? All these are content. So there are so many tools you can use for this content creation. The first one I'm going to be talking about are tools that you can use for graphics, right? So we have CorelDRAW, we have Photoshop. These are some of the tools you can use for creating graphics. But for most of us as social media managers, there is a very simple tool that we can use to create so much content, and it is called Canva, right? It's called Canva. This tool is very, very underrated by most people because they have not learned it professionally. They have not learned it professionally and learned what they can do with it, right? So it's a design tool. You can use it to create amazing designs, sweet ones, right? You are not a complete social media manager if you don't know how to use Canva and you don't know how to use, it's ManyChat, not MoneyChat. ManyChat, right? Not MoneyChat. So there's so many amazing things you can do with what's it called now? So Canva is so underrated because you don't learn in the professional way, right? So let's continue. Tools for content creation. Let's talk about tools that you can use to edit videos. Tools that you can use to edit videos. There are so many tools you can use to edit videos. And then there are so many tools you can use to edit videos. And then we have tools like CapCut, right? CapCut, right? A very sweet tool that you can use to edit videos, right? CapCut. Now there's a new one also called Edits. It's called Edits by Instagram. Edits by Instagram, right? It's an amazing tool. It's an amazing tool that you can use for editing your videos. It has almost all the features. In fact, it has all the features that CapCut has, but the only limitation of Edit is that Edit is not yet available on mobile, right? It's not yet available on mobile. In short, I don't recommend, right? CapCut, Edit, and then Filmora, right? Filmora by Wondershare, right? Filmora by Wondershare. This is also one very, very nice tool that you can use for editing videos, right? Filmora by Wondershare, right? And it is very, very sweet, right? It is very, very, very sweet. So, right, there's a whole lot you can do with Filmora. There's a whole lot you can do with edits. There's a whole lot we can do with CapCut, right? Now, guys, I cannot finish this whole session without talking about the main, which is running ads. Running what? Ads. As a social media manager, if you know how to run Instagram ads, Facebook ads, right, TikTok ads, there is a lot you are going to gain, right? There's a lot you're going to gain, right? So quickly, let me show you how you can generate 1,000 people, right, on WhatsApp every 3 days, every 4 days, just by understanding how to use ads, right? Somebody saying that Filmora is one of the best, but it does not have a trial version. What if I told you I can give you Filmora for free, right? We'll talk about that later, right? So there's a whole lot you can do with edit, right? There's a whole lot you can do with running ads, right? There's a whole lot you can do with running ads. Now, imagine you being able to generate a consistent base of customers for your clients. Imagine you being able to get as many customers as you can possibly handle, right? If you knew exactly how to use this, right? If you know exactly how to use this. Now, quickly, let me go to Facebook, right? And show you some things. Now, when you get to Facebook, this is Facebook, right? When you get to Facebook and you scroll, you see things like this. Can you see this? Sponsored. That's an ad, right? That's an ad. You see these things like this. Can you see it? Sponsored. That's an ad. right? If you scroll down and you keep scrolling down, you see those sponsored posts. Those sponsored posts are what? They are what? They are ads. Now, how can you set up these ads? Now, when you set up these ads, you are going to make a whole lot of sale. Now, how can you do it effectively as a professional? Right? To do these ads effectively as a professional, there are just 4 things you need to understand. Right? There are just what? 4 things you need to understand. Just 4. 4 things you need to understand. What is the number 1 thing you need to understand? Your ad creative has to be very, very good. There's something we call the ad creative. What is ad creative? Ad creative is the video or the graphics you're going to use for your ad, right? Number 2, after your ad creative, your ad, right? Your ad copy. Your ad copy has to be top notch. So what is your ad copy? Your ad copy is the text you write, the words you write to get people to take action, right? Is your ad copy. Has to be top notch. Then number what? Number 3 is your call to action. You have to be clear on what you want people to do when they see your ad, your call to action, right? Then number 4 is your targeting. Your targeting has to be right. Now, for you to run very good Facebook ads, some of you, what you do is you just go to your page, your Facebook page, you will see one button there, and that button says boost post, and you just click on boost, and you think you are running ads. No, you're not running professional ads yet, right? So to run professional ads, you need to do it from the ad manager, right? You need to do it from the ad manager. But before you enter the ad manager, you need to go to something we call the Facebook ad library. What is the library used for? You use the library to do what? To read. For in this case, the Facebook ad library, you use it to make research, to look at your competitors, to understand the whole market system before you even spend a dime running ads, right? Let me quickly show you what the Facebook ad library looks like. If you come here now, just say Facebook, just say Facebook ad library, right? Facebook ad library. And then you click on it like this. Once you click on it like this, it takes you to the Facebook ad library, right? For anybody that wants to run ad, right? If you come to this ad library, you put it like this. Let's put it at Nigeria. Let's come here and click on all. And then here you're going to search for what you want to sell. So do you want to sell CCTV cameras? Search for it here first and see the people that are selling it, how they are doing it, how they are going about it, right? Right? How they are going about it and looking, right? How they are going about it and how they are, what the result they are getting from it. Do you want to sell clothes, shoes, bags? Do you want to sell a course? Do you want to sell real estate? Right? Understand what your audience is and what they would buy and the competitors, how they are running the ads, right? On that particular platforms. Now, come here now. Just come here. You see this? Then type the name of the product or your competitor. For example, let's use Jumia. Let's say Jumia is my competitor, for example, right? And I search. Once I click on this search, I am going to see all the ads that competitor is running, right? All the ads that competitor is running, or all the ads that they are running for that particular product. So if I write product, if I write CCTV solar cameras, I will see all the ads that are running for CCTV solar cameras. And I can now start looking at it. Look at it now. Now, look at it. I can see. Now, what are you observing? Observe those 4 things I talked about. The only one you cannot observe from here is the targeting. Right? The only one you cannot observe from here is the what? Is the targeting. So what are you observing? You come here now, you look at this. What is their ad copy? That's the write-up that they wrote, right? What is their ad copy? Then you look at their ad, you look at their ad creative. This is the video they're using for the ad, the picture they're using for the ad. You look at the ad creative. Then you look at the call to action. You click on this button, you see where is it taking you to. When you click, where is it taking you to? What do you want them to do? Right? Now, right? Ad copy and ad creative is not the same. Ad copy is the write-up, right? That leads to the that you write, right? Then ad creative is the video or graphics. This is ad copy. Look at what I'm blocking, right? This is ad copy and this is ad creative. This video is ad creative, right? It can be a video, it can be a picture, right? That's ad creative. So you look at their ad creative, right? Then you click on the link, you look at their call to action. What are they trying to do and all that? This would give you insight, deep insight to what is going on and how you can navigate your way with all these things, right? So all this information you put together, you are able to run ads as a professional. Now let's go to where you run the ads. Now, running your ads as a professional on Facebook, right? The ads you run on Facebook, the best way to run the ads is inside the ad manager account, right? Running your ads on Facebook, the best way to run the ads is inside your ad manager account. Now, inside the ad manager account, there is a whole lot you can get from it, right? Inside the ad manager account, there's a whole lot you can get from it. Now, when you come here, you click on ads manager and it loads. Look at it. It loads. You see that there are different types of ads that you can run, right? When you click on this create button, we have awareness ad, we have traffic, we have engagement, we have leads, we have app promotions, we have sales. All these are different types of ad objectives that you can run on Facebook and get a lot of results for you and your client. And knowing how to run these ads practically is knowing how to generate income for your client. And I'm not just telling you something that I am not doing myself, right? If you look here, there's something called business portfolio. As you grow in running ads, you need to create multiple business portfolios. Look at it. Can you see this? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 business portfolios where I have different ad accounts I used to run ads. Let me show you some of my own ad accounts. Like, can you see this? Inside this business portfolio, I have about 8 ad accounts, right? I have about 8 ad accounts. Let me show you some of my ad accounts and the numbers I am doing in those ad accounts, right? Understanding how to run these ads is mind-blowing, the kind of results you can generate for your clients, right? The kind of results you can generate for your clients. Now, look at this, right? I have ads that are running here right now, and you can see that there are so many. Now, let me open here. Let me do something like this and show you, right? Look at this. These are ads that I've run from this ad account. Can you see it? Total ad spend from this ad account is 6 points. Can you see it? This is 6 million naira, 6,032,000 naira, right? I've spent over 6 million naira from just one ad account. And I have about 11 ad accounts in this Facebook account. From just this one ad account, I've spent how much? 6 million naira. Now, let me make you understand something. If I have spent 6 million naira on ads, how much do you think I've made back? Running Facebook ads, you can make 10 times the amount of money you have invested. You can make 10 times the amount of money you have invested. You can make 50 times the amount of money you have invested. And I'm not lying. I have done an ad for a client before. The client spent 550,000 naira on the ad, and they made about 8.1 million naira back. They spent 550,000. They made 8.1 million naira back from that ad, right? So if you know how to run these ads, look at my numbers. Look at the ads, right? Look at this one creative that I've spent 1.3 million. It has gotten over, can you see it? It is just costing only 154 naira, right? But then it has gotten how many people? It has gotten over 8,000. This is 8,000 wish list. These are 8,000 prospects that wanted to buy, right? So how sweet is that? How sweet is that? How sweet is the fact that you can set up ads like this for yourself and your client, and you can get a lot of visibility from it. Now, let me show you another one. That's just one ad account, right? Let me show you one more ad account. Let me put this at here. And let me show you. You see that one was 6 million. right? Let me show you this one, right? Let me show you this one. And let us scroll to this now. This is 4.5 million. That's two ad accounts I've showed you, right? The other one was 6 million. This one is how much? Total ad spend here is 4.5 million naira. 4.5 million naira. So what am I saying? If you know how to do this very well for you and your client, there is a whole lot of results you can generate, right? You can generate for your client, especially when you put into consideration using the ad library for a guide and using so many other tools we're going to be talking about as we roll, right? So the list goes on and on and on, and there is a whole lot to talk about. But then let's talk about career opportunities, job opportunities as a social media manager, because some people are getting tired already, right? Let's talk about job opportunities as a social media manager. Now, social media management is so sweet. And do you know the reason why? Remember when I told you about the paradigm shift? That businesses are trying to move to using the social media methods. Businesses are trying to get more customers online because there is a paradigm shift, right? That's one of the reasons why social media is so lucrative. There is absolutely nobody that is very good, right? There's absolutely nobody that is very good at social media that does not have a job in 3 weeks. Because you can even create a job for yourself. Because you can even sell a product or a service for yourself. Because the skill literally is an income generating skill, right? And there is a whole lot you can learn from this skill. Now, let me show you something. Some people don't believe me when I say there is so much job, right? There's so much job for you as a social media manager. If you come here and say social media management jobs, right? Just say social media management jobs. Now, one of the things I teach people how to get remote jobs with social media, right? But then let's just do a quick Google search. And this quick Google search, you just say, can you see this? Social media management and jobs. These are jobs. This one was posted 14 hours ago. Now, if you click on this, you see 100 plus more jobs. These are jobs. Can you see this? These are jobs. TikTok manager, right? Social media manager, right? Businesses are looking for customers, and all the customers are online, right? All the customers are online. People are generating 1,000 sales per month from social media. People are generating 50 sales per day from social media, right? And you cannot disregard, look at this, this one was posted 6 days ago, but this one was posted, like, you cannot disregard what a social media manager can do. There is so much opportunity for you. Now the question is, are you ready to learn? Many of us are so lazy, right? But I don't think you're among them because you have stayed towards the end of this class. So if you are stayed till now, I think I can't call you a lazy person, right? Because you have indeed tried to learn a whole lot. Now, at some point in this class, I was asking you, and it's going to be an eye-opening section for those of you, right? Now, look at this. How many of you here are feeling like this guy right now? How many of you are feeling like this guy right now? Right? How many of you are feeling like this guy right now? How many of you are feeling like this has been an eye-opening session? Everything we have talked about from the beginning of the class till this point, how many of you are feeling like this has been an eye-opening session? Right? How many of you are feeling like you have learned something new, you have seen something different, right? Wow. Okay. How many of you, right? Like you have learned something new, you have seen something different, right? You have seen that there is so much insight in social media management. How many of you? Nice, nice. Now, for those of you that are feeling like this guy, you feel like this has been an eye-opening session. The truth is, social media management is not something you can learn in one day. But then, if given the opportunity, how many of us would like to become a pro at this? If given the opportunity, how many of us would like to become a professional at this? How many of us would like to become a top-notch guru, a pro when it comes to social media management? If given the opportunity. Somebody say Pro Max. Nice, 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 nice. Pro Max. That means you want to challenge me. I'm the Pro Max. All right. Nice. Right? How many of us would like to be a confident professional, right, when it comes to social media management, if given the opportunity? Now, the truth is, I want to teach you social media management for those of you that are ready to go all the way. And I want to teach you how you can implement everything I've talked about. And what I really, really want to do, please pay attention, remove all distractions. What I really, really want to do is I want to go for the next 6 weeks. For the next 6 weeks, I want to be with you 2 times a week, right? 2 times a week. I want to be with you 2 times a week, and I want to teach you strategy, right? Social media management strategy. When I'm talking about strategy, it covers research, it covers strategy creation, mapping, and everything, right? I want to teach you strategy. I want to teach you content creation. What do you need to do for content creation? What are the gadgets you need to get? What are the mic, the software, and how do you use this software, right? That's one of the things I want to show you. Another thing I want to show you is I want to teach you how to run ads, right? How to run ads. I told you that I'm very good at running ads, right? I pride myself as one of the best when it comes to running ads. I want to show you how to run the ads as a professional, right? Now, another thing I want to show you is I want to show you community building strategies. How do you grow followers, right? How do you grow followers? How do you build a community on Instagram, on social media, on TikTok, right? There is a whole lot I want to show you in that. I want to show you analysis. I used to tell my students, if you cannot analyze, you cannot optimize. If you cannot what? Analyze, you cannot optimize. I want to show you how to analyze and how to optimize. The next thing I want to show you is I want to show you how to collaborate with influencers. I want to show you branding, how to collaborate with influencers. Recently, I did a gig where I worked with Oraimo, where I helped Oraimo get influencers for pushing some of their products, right? I worked with Combo, I worked with Coconut Head, Pella, and some other stuff, right? These are influencers that I was paid good money to just communicate with them and bring them on the brand, right? So I want to teach you how you can collaborate with these influencers and do a whole lot of stuff, right, for this. The next one is crisis handling. Now, the truth is, it is totally impossible to handle crisis effectively if you don't really learn, right? If you don't really learn. I cannot tell you that everything in social media management is sweet, right? But then what I can tell you is that you need to go ahead and learn. And I'm going to be showing you a whole lot of stuff in that, how to handle the crisis. Then the next one is copywriting for social media, right? I want to teach you how this works, right? How this works. And I'm going to be going in details. Then I'm going to teach you social media automations, monetization, and so many other things. So for all of you that want to join this class, how much do you think that this class is going to be? But then let me quickly ask, right? That's not all I'm giving away to you, right? I'm going to also be giving you like 6 weeks live class. That's one. 2, I have recorded videos, over 35 videos. I've recorded it already, and it's on our LMS, a learning management system. The reason why I recorded that video is because some of you are very busy, right? So you can watch those videos ahead of classes. You can even, every class is even going to be recorded, so you can still watch the recorded class, even if you are not able to attend the live classes. The class would hold 2 times a week, and we are starting tomorrow, right? 2 times a week, on Wednesdays and on Thursdays. Wednesdays and on Thursdays, and we are starting tomorrow, right? So another thing we're going to learn, another thing I'm going to be giving out to you is I'm going to be showing you how you can build your own agency. So some of you want to start a social media management agency after the training. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. Then, for those of you that will make it to the end, I will give you an opportunity to work directly with me on an internship. I will handle this is my work. This is what I do for businesses, right? Maybe I'll share some of my screenshots in the group after this webinar, right? Where I was working with some influencers, crafting strategies and all other stuff. I'll share some of them with you guys, right? This is what I do. So I am going to give one of the biggest thing I gain from these classes I teach is that I have good people that are ready to work with me because I've trained them. So it's a win-win. I get help for my many jobs, and then you also get to work with a real life client, right? And you see how actually it is done. So this and many more are some of the things you are going to be gaining from joining a whole lot of things. Now, how much do you think I should charge for this class? How much will you gladly pay to join this class? The total value of everything is about 360,000 naira, the total actual value of it. But how much will you gladly pay to join this program? Drop it to the comment section, right? Drop it to the comment section, right? The total value is about 360 naira, but how much will you gladly pay to join this program? Drop it in the comment section. Yes, there is CDs, right? You can also pay in CDs, right? You can also pay in CDs, right? So drop your figure in Naira or in CD. Okay. How much will you gladly pay to join this program? Right? Right. Okay, I can see a lot of comments. 10K, 10K, 50K. All right. All right. All right. 100K. All right. So the program is starting tomorrow. Somebody say 50K. Okay. Okay. 20 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis. All right. So for all of us that are joining this program tonight, there is a whole lot you're going to be gaining. And this course actually is going for 35,000 naira for everybody that wants to join the program, right? 35,000 naira. Now, 35,000 naira is a no-brainer. It's cheap, right? It's a no-brainer, and it is very, very cheap for everybody that wants to join this program. And these are the account numbers on the screen for everybody that wants to join the program. But I have a gift for those of you that are live right now, and you have stayed to the end of this training, right? The gift is that I'm going to be drawing up a timer, and as we are live, I'm going to be taking a question and answer section. And as we are live during the question and answer section, you can pay only 15,000 naira to get access to the program, right? So I'm going to drop a timer for everybody that makes payments before my timer hits 0. You can pay only 15,000 naira, right? If you are in Nigeria. So instead of 35,000 naira, which is what is the price for the course, right? You can pay only 15,000 naira and you would get my bonus, right? I have a bonus that I'm going to be giving out. So if you are in Ghana, you can pay only 150 Ghana cedis. If you're in Ghana, only 150 Ghana cedis. If you are in Cameroon, only 7,000 CFA, right? Only 7,000 CFA. and you get access to the course, right? As we are live right now. So for those of you that have questions, this is the time. Go to the comment, go to the participant area, raise your hand, and I would answer all of your questions, right? Let me quickly set up my timer. Somebody saying I should not move. Somebody say 20 minutes, I beg, not 25. Okay, not 20, 25 minutes, please. Right? So I'm going to be setting up a timer. For everybody that pays before this timer hits 0, you are paying only 15,000 naira, right? You are paying only 15,000 naira, right? Instead of the actual 35,000 naira that the is going for. Okay, so we have 20 minutes for this timer to hit 0. Now, once you make your payment, you will drop your payment proof in the WhatsApp group, right? The time starts now. You drop your payment proof on WhatsApp. Now, you drop your payment proof on WhatsApp, and once you drop that payment proof on WhatsApp, our admin is going to confirm your payment and then give you access to where you're going to be learning this course, right? Where you're going to be learning this course. So you drop your payment proof on WhatsApp. So you make the payment, drop a receipt on WhatsApp, on the WhatsApp group, right? You drop a receipt on the WhatsApp group and you're going to get access to where we're going to be doing this course. So quickly, if you have a question, raise your hand in the participant area and I will answer your question. But before that, let me quickly show you the course, the recorded videos on Digital World Tech Academy's website. So once you make payment, right, you become a bona fide student of Digital World Tech Academy, and you can go to our website and click on student login, right? We are going to send you a password, right? We're going to send you a password to your email. After you make your payment, they'll give you a form, you fill the form, right? So we send you a password to your email, and then you can log into your participant area. So when you log in, this is what your participant area will look like. So for me now, can you see for me? For me now, I have 3 courses I have here. So I click on my courses. So this is it. Then I scroll down, and then this is the course, social media management. Can you see it? Social media management. So I'm just going to click on study. Once I click on study, you're going to see the classes. Look at it. 92 videos are here. Can you see it? 92 videos are here. Let me scroll down so that you see the videos. Look at this. Can you see it? Class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, right? The topics are there. How to edit with CapCut. Can you see this? These ones are on Canva. All these videos are on Canva. These ones are on market research. Can you see these ones? On market research, right? Can you see? Look at the reviews that students are saying about it. Can you see this? What, right? Look at the reviews that students are writing about the course, right? Look at this now. Look. Now, these ones are on Facebook. This one are on Facebook. Look at these ones. So you are going to get access to this immediately you have made your payment, right? So drop your receipt in the group, right? Our countdown is going on. Drop your receipt on WhatsApp once you make your payment, right? The account numbers have also been sent to the WhatsApp group by our admin. The account numbers have also been sent to a WhatsApp group. So I'll make your payment and drop your receipt. So I'm going to be taking questions now. If you have a question, raise your hand in the participant area. I'm going to allow you to unmute and ask your question. Sarah, please go ahead and ask your question. You can unmute. Sarah.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and good evening, Mr. Alex Olowo. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, loud and clear. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so I want to ask. Okay, I want to ask how to grow a foundation's Instagram page. What's the best way to? All right, thank you. I want to ask what the best way to grow a foundation's Instagram page.
Okay, like an NGO, right? Like an NGO.
Yeah, I said I want to ask the best way to grow the followers. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Like an NGO?
Yes, an NGO.
Right, there's a whole lot you can do to grow their page, right? So there's a whole lot in storytelling. right? Understanding their purpose and being able to use a strategy to tell the story, to connect with the kind of audience so that they can get donations, they can get volunteers, right? There's a whole lot you can do in that. And that's one of the things we do when we come to content creation. We have different types of content for different types of targeted audience, right? I'm going to talk a lot more about that in class, right? So you don't first focus on how many followers. You first focus on their message and the story. Once you get the message and the story right, then you now come up with the strategy to engage the followers and all that, right? So there's a whole lot in that area that you can actually do, right? The next one, let's take the next person. That will be Abdullah. Once you make your payment, please don't forget, drop your receipt in the group, right? Drop your receipts in the group. Before the countdown hits 0, right? The account numbers are on the screen. Let's take the next person. That will be Abdullah. Now, before Abdullah, people are asking, is there certification? Yes. Digital World Tech Academy is a registered institute, and our certification is very, very valid. We have people working with international organizations with our certification, right? So yes, there's going to be certification. There will be a test and a project, but after that, you are going to be certified, right? Let's take Abdullah. Abdullah, you can unmute. Abdullah, please go ahead.
Already, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you for a very huge presentation.
Yeah.
And well, it's a very welcoming idea. Dama, I wanted to ask of a certificate on how maybe is it the certificate will be given after every webinar, or it is after all the course? Because if for example, if the certificate will be given for every webinar, I think it will cost more people to come. But if the certificate is after the training completely, people will be dodging it because they will thought at the end people will be talking of money.
At the end of this program, apart from this payment you are making, nobody is going to ask you for any other payment, right? Nobody's going to ask you for any other payment. However, we cannot satisfy you after you are not yet done with the training, right? We cannot satisfy you when you are not yet done with the training. What shows that you are a social media manager is after you have gone through the training and you have done a project, and we can accept that, okay, yes, this person is good enough to go. So that's when we're going to give you the certification, right?
But for some now, for example, someone like us that are in North here, but another part of Nigeria.
Yeah.
You know, we are always on social media, but we don't know the content of why we operate in social media.
Yeah.
So the problem we are facing now, if now I should talk to my friends, they will be looking at it, is that how are they going to access it all? But for someone who is more serious, he's the one who will go for it and pay money at the end of it.
Exactly.
I think you should pave a way, like other webinars we always attend, most likely like based on library and information science.
Yeah.
They used to give us a free webinar that someone can attend and earn a certificate at cost. Then it will encourage him to participate.
So we are focused on giving the skill, not just giving you a paper, right?
Yeah, I know.
So one thing you can do is to join the class. Don't think of bringing people when you have not learned. One thing you can do is to join the class, learn and show yourself that you are good, make results from it. Then your friends, your family would understand that. Like right now, all my family members know that I am making money from the internet. They know.
Yes.
So it's not something I don't need to convince them. I need to give them money. That's their money. Right?
Exactly.
That's the best conviction that you can give anybody, right? So I think that's why we do what we do. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So let me look at the comments. Some people are asking some questions in the comments, right? So somebody asked me, is your office at Agric Ikorodu? Yes, our office is we have a branch at Agric bus stop in Ikorodu, Lagos, right? We have a branch at Agric bus stop in Ikorodu, Lagos. So someone else is asking, is the timer still on? Yes, the timer is still on. The timer is still on. For all of you that make payments, while I'm still attending to these questions, you are still qualified, right? Before we end the session, the timer is still on. Make your payment, drop your receipts in the WhatsApp group. Just drop your receipts in the WhatsApp group, right? 15K, 15,000 naira only, right? For all of us that are joining right now, 15,000 naira only, right? After now, it's 35K, right? Okay, let's take, that'll be the next person. You can unmute, please. If you see the pop-up on your screen, whoever unmute first can go ahead. Go ahead, you can unmute. The first person that sees the pop. Okay. Let's take Temitope.
Thank you so much for the class. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
All right. I want to register for the course, but there's a challenge.
Okay.
I heard that you mentioned Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
Please, my Wednesdays are, I don't know how to put this, are 100% occupied tonight, from morning to night.
That's why we thought about that some people might be so occupied. So all the course classes are recorded. That's one.
Okay.
Two, there is a learning management system where almost everything I want to teach you, I've recorded it already. You can watch. And the third thing we also did is that in the group, any day, anytime, we have 4 instructors. You can ask them questions anytime. You got it now?
Okay.
So if you watch the replay,
you
can just drop your questions in the group.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
All right. So another person would be Mary. You can unmute. You can unmute, please. Mary, please unmute. Mary, you can unmute. Okay, Mary is not coming forth. Let's take Ife Oluwa. Ife, you can unmute. Ife Oluwa.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening. How are you doing?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. I can hear you loud and clear. Somebody's asking, what should be the payment reference? Just say social media class, or you can write your name and social media class for the payment reference. Just drop the receipt in the group. Our admin will confirm it. Go ahead, Mary. Ife Oluwa, go ahead.
Okay, so nice class. I really enjoyed the class. It was really impactful. So I have little challenge here, right? I really want to join the master class, and you said if we could make a payment of 15,000 naira this night, we can join. So the fact that is a little bit on the rush end. I work 9 to 5, right? Which we kind of budgeted, and it's the middle of the month right now. And I really want to join, and I really wish to participate in this class. So I don't know, is there a way we can do it for we salary earners that really want to learn this skill? Because I really want to. Social media management is something that I have little knowledge on, but I want to further my knowledge and do more things. And I believe you have actually the what's it called, paid adverts. That's Facebook ad.
Yeah.
Facebook ad. What you explained on Facebook ad really caught my heart, because honestly, I have little knowledge on social media manager, just like an entry level knowledge. But Facebook ad is something I've been looking forward to learn. And the little thing you taught just here, I'm sold already that no, this is what I want to learn from. But right now, at the salary here now, it's the middle of the month. Things has already been planned.
So to join the class is 15,000
Yes.
naira if you are paying right now. So because of what? So I want to be so generous. So the only thing I can do for you right now, let me allow you pay in 2 installments, right? So if you are here right now, you're a salary earner, you did not plan for a class like this, go ahead, pay 7,500 right now, and balance of 7,500 later, right? Let me allow you pay in 2 installments. Pay 7,500 right now and balance of 7,500 at some point. If you have the full money, pay full, because the way we structured our platform, immediately you don't, when you get to the point they start asking you for the money, maybe by the end of this month, they start asking you to pay the balance. If you have not made the payment, you cannot access the next class, right? The link will not work. Your link will not work, right? We are tech people. So let me allow you pay 7,500 if you really, really want to, because the truth is, if what determines your future this night is 15K, you'll find it. If you are convinced, like she was saying, she's convinced another, she's not really convinced. If you are really convinced that this is what you need, 15K this night, you'll get it, right? That's just what I believe. I believe that 15K is a disposable income that if you're a good person, you should know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can raise you 15K, right? But because of time and all that, let me give you the opportunity to make 7,500 deposit and balance of 7,500 as we go, right? Okay, let's take the next person. That will be Isaac. Isaac Boateng. Please unmute and ask your question. Isaac.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Wow. I like this voice. I'm training to be like this.
I'm Isaac. I'm in Ghana.
Yeah. Okay, somebody, sorry, before you continue, Isaac. Somebody's saying, when can we pay the other 7,500? At the end of the month, at the end of August. It's a 6 weeks class, so you can pay by the end of the month, right? Okay, let's go ahead. Isaac, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. With this ads, is it only applicable to Facebook, as
No,
you were saying? Since it's
that ad, that one I set up, it can show on Facebook, Instagram, and Audience Network. Now, what is Audience Network? Audience Network is third-party apps that register with Facebook so that Facebook has show on them. When you're using an app like AudioMac, you can see ad in it. You're using app Candy Crush, WPS Office, Truecaller, all those things, you can see ads inside. Some of those ads are Facebook ads, right? Those apps register under the Audience Network. That's one of the reasons why Facebook ad is very powerful. It is not only showing on Facebook and Instagram, it is showing on over 12,000 apps, right? So that's why it is very, very powerful. And there is also TikTok ads too, right? So it's not just that. Did you get it?
Okay, I get it. That means it cuts across.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Let's talk to the next person. That will be Unoka. Please unmute. Please unmute.
Good evening.
Yes, good
everyone
evening.
on this platform, and good evening, very special good evening to MD, CEO, and founder of Digital World Tech Online Academy. God bless you.
Told you I'm the CEO and founder.
Are you the CEO and founder?
Go ahead, please.
All right. Thank you very much. It was a wonderful session.
All right.
Very wonderful indeed. I really appreciate. One thing I want to say is that what caught my interest here are the first few tools you shared. For some months I've been in social media management practice. I've never heard of them. So this makes me spot you as an expert that is worthy of followership. An expert that a mentor that one should follow. And then another thing that has also caught my attention is the fact that one will have the opportunity for internship. So my emphasis here is that I hope you didn't say all this out of emotion.
No.
Or just
No. Not
You
at all.
said this and you mean every bit of what you have said.
No, 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 no. So this is not the first time I'm doing this class. I've done it a couple of times, and I have students with testimonies that work. Like recently, I went somewhere. I went to Lagos Island for a meeting, right? And then it was a meeting where we had social media managers and influencers. I saw two of my students there, right? This was a big brand. If you know Marriott, Marriott hosted the event somewhere, right? It's a very big brand, and the client is trying to work with them on something, and they invited us to help with strategy and all that. I saw two of my students there. I was so happy. So I'm not saying this out of emotion. If you are ready to learn, I'm ready to teach.
All right. This is the reason why I am interested.
All
I
right.
am already to social media, and I have also decided career. And I feel that pinning my tent with you will earn me a lot of experience and lead me to where I ought to be. So I am in.
All right. See you in class. See you in class.
My emphasis again is that please always be available when you are needed.
No, 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 no. Just be ready to learn. See you in class.
Because I have in the little journey I have made, I've had a lot of terrible experiences.
No, that will not be digital work. That will not be digital work tech academy.
That I have not.
I know. You don't need to say it. I know. That will not be
courses. Material. I have also attended courses. I've never gotten certificates, even paid.
No, that's not digital work tech academy. Thank you very much.
I hope that
you have nothing to worry about. You see, it is you I should be worried about. Will you come to class? Will you show up? You get my point, right? All right. All right.
All right.
See you in
so
class.
much. I'll send my money now.
All right. See you in class. All right. Let's take Chine. I can't pronounce this name. You know yourself. Please unmute. Is it Chine Merem?
Hi.
How's it pronounced?
Chinecherem. Chinecherem.
Chinecherem. And the name sounds nice. Please go ahead.
So you said something about communicating and engaging with followers, right?
Yeah.
Does it mean we are going to be texting the followers, and what are we going to be telling them?
No. Like depending on your what's it called on the client you are working with, right? Followers drop comments, followers send DMs, right? And it is your job to understand what they are looking for and what they want. Some of them you can reply with automated tools, but then you need to check and give the brand a feedback on what they are looking for. That's just it. You get it? All right, let's take the next person. That would be OT. Please unmute. Please unmute. OT. Go ahead. Unmute. So once you make your payment, drop the receipt in the group. Drop the receipt in the group. OT, go ahead. Sorry, I mistakenly muted you. Please unmute. OT.
Okay, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, please, I have a little just concern and a question actually.
All right.
Most of us, if you could see from the WhatsApp, most of us had problems with our network. Some of us had problems joining.
It's
So I don't know if
this
there will
video is
be.
recorded and I'll send you the replay.
Okay, perfect. So now because people are making payments, I only see comments on what people are saying and what they're doing. So we don't even know what happened or what is happening. So we don't know how to catch up.
Okay,
There is
a 6 weeks class where I'm going to be teaching you
Yeah.
social media management step by step, right?
Okay.
So what they are paying for is the 6 weeks live class. And right now, the class goes for 35,000 Naira, but people making payments while we are still live right now pay only 15,000 Naira to join. right?
Okay. I get that part. Now, well, maybe when we get the commitment, like someone asked when I joined, she said she's a salary earner and all of those
I
things.
said you
And
can.
some of us
Yes, I
live on
said
a
they can. I
I
said
understand you said the 75,000 sorry, 7,500 for now.
yeah.
Then 7,500, like, well,
Yes.
so now I think I want to play again if you can still give us some level of understanding, because some of us live on a budget. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think you can have a wake up. Maybe we're in a different Nigeria, but I understand the impact this cause will have on all of us. Me personally, I
Yeah.
understand what it will do to me. So I think if you can also give us some little more window, also little more understanding, which what you did so far is good. The 15K and the 7.5 is very good and very understanding. We understand. We're just saying we can consider us some more. That's
Okay.
all for me.
Honestly, that's the best I can do, right? But then, if you can, you would be glad that you did, right? OT. If you can, you'll be really, really glad that you did. That's all I can do. Okay. Joseph, you can unmute. Joseph, please go ahead.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I believe you can hear me very well.
Yes, I can hear you very, very well.
All right. My question basically is about the media management that deals with hashtags and so. So I
Yeah.
really want to know how hashtag works in social media management. I've tried a couple of posts,
Yeah.
and then sometimes you'll be like, okay, search for creators in your niche. Of course, popular creators
Yeah.
use their, most of them are not even using hashtag in the first place. They have their fan base, and
Yeah.
before you know it, your hashtag is even going to bring your reach lower than what you've been getting. So is
Yeah.
there any special thing about hashtag, or what is the principle guiding these things, or hashtag is just for keyword only, for search and blah blah blah? Anything on that?
Right. There's a whole lot. This is a whole class you want me to go into. But then there's a whole lot, right? It depends on what you are trying to achieve, right? If it's an account that's grown, there is a stage, there's what we use. If it's an account that's still growing, there's what we use, right? But hashtags still work. Let me just put it that way. But then there's the right time to use it, and there's a right time to navigate towards it, to use it to direct people to search for the right thing. That's what I would
Okay, apart from getting, excuse me, please, apart from getting content that goes viral or quality content,
Yeah.
is there another thing behind the scene that social media managers do? I said it earlier.
There's a whole lot that
Apart
social
from
media.
the content itself, apart from the content itself,
There's a whole lot that social media managers do. The strategy alone, do you think it's a small job? Writing the script, do you think it's a small job? Helping the business with insights on where to go, how to get clients. I told you that I did a research.
that's true.
And that research led to what the client decided would be the price of the product, the price point, right? So there's a whole lot that social media managers do.
All right. And lastly, pardon me, please, I just have to maximize the time. Is you made mention of two things, which first of all, you said Filmora, that there is a way we can get it for free. And the second thing is you spoke about you having probably a YouTube channel that deals with faceless videos, blah blah blah. So I'm interested.
We'll talk about all that in class, right? Even now, it's easier. There is a way to
Okay.
use AI to create videos for
All
faceless
right.
channels. There's VO3, there's so many AI tools that create outstanding videos. I'm going to show you all that.
All right. I've already made the payment, so let's see
All right.
what we got.
All right. See you in class. Let's take the next person. That will be K Fine. Please unmute. Let's make it quick. K Fine, unmute. K Fine. So you can still pay. You can still pay. We are still live, right? We are still live, right? You can still pay. Go ahead. K Fine. K Fine. Go ahead. Okay, fine. Go ahead. Okay, Pearl 2020 50. You can unmute. Okay, Pearl 2025. You can unmute. Okay, let's take Zoom user. You can unmute. Okay, I think all these people. Go ahead.
Hi, good
Right, good evening. Good evening.
evening.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's possible for you to briefly explain the concept of shadow banning on Instagram.
So the concept of shadow banning on Instagram is that you have an Instagram account and the Instagram account is not giving you the kind of visibility you should get because your settings, you have some settings that are not right? So it goes to you getting into your settings and just turning on some things, switching off some things to get the best performance from the Instagram account. Did you get it? Did you get it? She was asking a question and she left. All right. So this is the account number on the screen. Somebody saying that I should show the account number. These are the account number on the screen. For Nigeria, you're paying to Money Points. This is Money Points. For Ghana, you're paying to this Voda Cash. If you are in Cameroon, you're paying to Momo, right? For Cameroon, you're paying 150 Ghana cedis. If you are in Nigeria, you're paying 15,000 naira. If you're in Cameroon, you're paying 7,000 sefa, right? And if you are a salary earner and you cannot pay that right now, you can pay twice. You can pay half now, and then you can balance up at the end of the month, right? Okay. So with that being said, any other questions? Any other questions? Right? Somebody's asking me, would I teach video editing and graphics design? Yes. I'll teach you how to use CapCut and Filmora. I would also teach you how to use Canva, right, for very, very sweet graphics, right? I'm going to cover that, right? Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions, right? If you have a question, raise your hand in the participant area. I would allow you on mute and you ask your question. So you can still pay, right? And it is only 15,000 naira for Nigerians. And there's a bonus, right? There's a bonus. I'm going to teach you how to find hot selling products. As a social media manager, that's why I say you cannot be broke. Once you learn the skill, if you don't get a job, which you will, right? Which you will. So Ghanaian salary earners, you can pay 75 Ghana cedis, right? And balance of 75 Ghana cedis. Just 75 Ghana cedis, right? Okay, what time? The class is by 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 p.m. Ghana time. 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 p.m. Ghana time. All right, let's take K Fine. You can unmute, please. Please go ahead. Good evening. Good evening. 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Frank, you can unmute. Frank, you can unmute. Frank. Let's take Frank. Frank, you can unmute. Frank. Okay, Joseph. Joseph, you can unmute.
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you.
All right. Sorry I was here before, and thank God I'm back again. The question now is, as a manager, apart from what is it called, so sometimes you might not really be interested in doing the graphics, the video editing. You can contract that out if you want to manage agency, contract that out to other people to help you to do it. So
Yeah.
what are our chances we that have this vision that we don't really want to go into video editing stuff? So what are the chances in the class? Is it that you are going to be limited with information? Probably most of the information are basically for the Canva you say, blah blah blah, editing stuff.
Oh, no. Those are just part of the advantages of this class. The core of this class is in the strategy, the content scheduling, the content creation, the content handling, the ads, and the analytics, right?
All right.
So we are going to
All
learn.
right. Because personally, I've actually been practicing it. Of course, I work with an agency, but one of my issue now is understanding how these platforms work. That is what my issue is. Sometimes you just want to, you see something, try it, and before you know it, what the result was when you got the information was not what you are getting. So
And
what you are not even expecting will come
I
out
get that
again.
experience. It's like a try and error, right? It's like,
Of course.
yeah, don't worry. We'll talk about that.
All right.
All right. That's Joseph. Let's take Frank. Frank, you can unmute. Frank, you can unmute. Frank, you can unmute. Frank. Okay. All right. If you have a question and you could not unmute, please drop your question in the chat. Let me answer some questions from the chat. Right? Okay. Let me answer some questions from the chat. All right. So somebody is saying, how can I get your contacts? Right? So let me quickly give you my direct contact. So I'm so happy for all of you that have stayed to the end of this training. I hope you have gained something. Even if you're not going to join the program, I hope you have learned something that will help you on your journey. So China, Naomi, let me say a couple of names again. Deborah, Nana, right? Anita, Mfon, lead, it was so nice. Taiwo, Favor, Douglas, and a whole lot of Belo. It was so nice having you guys. Yeah. So let me quickly drop my direct contact. If you have any questions, you can reach out to my DMs and ask your questions. It's 081 32 722 685, right? 081 32 722 685, right? 081 32 722 685, right? Okay. Somebody's asking, do we have to have a laptop? No, you can start with your phone. But I suggest that once you start making money, get a laptop, right? Get a laptop. Right? Okay. All right. All right. Okay, the training is by 8 p.m. Yes, 8 p.m. Okay, somebody saying I'm struggling to build my own private Instagram. How do I build a client own? All right, that's a question I'll answer in class, right? Do you know that many social media managers have very good accounts for their clients and they don't even have good accounts because they focus on the client's account, right? There's a whole lot of things we're going to be talking about in class. Thank you very much, everyone, and it's been an amazing time with you. Thank you very much, everyone. It's been an amazing time with you, and I'm going to see you in class tomorrow. All right? If you have made your payment already and you are ready for the class tomorrow, go to the comment section and say, see you in class, right? Just drop a see you in class in the comment section. Drop a see you in class in the comment section. Just say, see you in class. See you in class, right? See you in class. Yes, you can still make payment, right? See you in class. See you in class. See you in class. See you in class. All right. See you in class. See you in class. See you in class. All right. See you in class. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. And do have an amazing night rest. Good night, everyone. Good night.